Good morning. So I want to talk about this video. I don't know why I always get suggested these videos because I'm totally not into crap like this. Sometimes I feel like it's on purpose, like some kind of psyop to get you thinking in a negative way, right? But it was this video of some chick who's just shamelessly talking about how she cheated on her man, and she had 2 kids, and how she just and the point is, just how cold, her response was, right? But here's the thing too, damn well she posted that video because she's gonna get a bunch of hate, right? People are gonna be like, you're despicable, whatever. But here's the thing though, that person wants that, bro, because they're just addicted to the attention, negative or not. People are very addicted to attention nowadays. I think what we need to normalize is just not even responding to things like this anymore. Because like I said, it feels like this stuff gets suggested to you because it does make you, it makes you give up on society. It makes you just be I don't, the hell with this society. I've been like that a lot lately, where I'm just kind of really contemplating just buying some land up in Northern California and just kind of bugging out, because you get tired of this just nasty narcissistic society, man. It's disgusting. But here's the thing, back to my point, someone would post something like that that's so despicable because they're addicted to the attention. If we want this to kind of stop, we need to stop just giving attention to people like this, period. Don't leave any comments or nothing, even telling them that they're despicable. Of course they are, they know that. They're addicted to the attention. No matter if it's good or bad, people are so addicted to the attention. We need to normalize for these I don't like throwing the word narcissistic around, but there's, let's say, people with high narcissistic qualities, because narcissism is an actual psychological diagnosis, and not everyone's a narcissist, right? Just some people have very high narcissistic qualities nowadays, pretty much because of social media. We need to stop giving people attention like this. Stop even giving any attention, period. Something like that, we need to just starve that out and ignore people like that. Pretend like they don't exist. You ever did that as a kid? When you're a kid in school or whatever, and you would purposely ignore somebody. I used to do that. It was so funny. But I get a couple groups of my friends, and a couple of my friends would be like, hey, let's purposely pretend like this person don't exist, and let's start talking, and they would say something, and we would just pretend they're not there. And you do it to the point, it's bullying, I used to be a shithead when I was younger. But, yeah, we would do that to the point where they would get, so frustrated and almost cry, because we would just ignore them and pretend they don't. We need to do the same thing to these, people on social media. Just starve them out. Stop giving them your attention. They want that. They want you to be like, oh, you're a terrible human being, you're despicable, blah, blah, blah. They love it. They look at the comments laughing, oh, look at all this attention, look at all this, look at all this negative attention, look at all this attention I'm stirring up. I'm getting people in their feelings and blah, blah, blah. We just need to ignore people like that. Just don't even pay attention to it. Just, if you do that long enough, people will just stop. You gotta make people like that just feel completely invisible. Right? I think that would help a lot, but we're so reactive in the society. We just react to everything. Something comes up on the news, we react to it. And that's the reason why we always fail. We're always reacting to this crap, reacting to it. Don't react to it. Just ignore it. It's it doesn't exist. I think if we did that enough, the whole tide would change. The whole tide, this whole thing would just change, dude, overnight. But what we give our attention to, we give our attention to these people, and they want your attention, negative or not. They just want your attention because people are I don't know if when they were a kid or something, they got ignored, whatever it is. But we need to just ignore people like this. We can't keep giving our energy out to people people just want to get they want to get a reaction out of you. Don't give them anything. Cut them off completely. Who cares what cut them off completely. They'll stop. Trust. And it might actually get to the point where they actually start doing the right thing because they just want attention so bad. I was on, threads on Instagram. I really try to just limit my time on social media nowadays. It's just such a annoying place. But I'm just going on there and looking at all these people, especially not trying to single out the women, but women just posting all this stuff they know is going to get attention, or trying to act like they support, like, you know, men or something like that, and you know damn well they don't. You know, they're just trying to get attention. And I'm looking at all these comments, reacting. We just start ignoring people like this, man. Why do we give our attention away? Why do we have to react to everything? We need to learn how to ignore these people, because all they want is attention. And don't give them what they want, you know, because they want, trust me, they want your attention. Don't give it to them. Don't give it up. That's the most important thing in this existence, is your attention. Because your attention, whatever you pay attention to is what you get, right? That's why everything is attention. Like, everything is attention. It's the most valuable commodity we have. Because like, you pay attention to your job, you make money. You pay attention to something you're building, you know, you sell to make money, whatever. And whatever you pay attention to, you know, it grows. So stop paying attention to people like that. Starve them out. And I believe it would stop real quick if you just starve people out like that. Just be like, man, we're not interested in this. This is stupid. Like, I saw someone post some I don't know, some meme like that, he's posted over and over, and I just basically said in the comments, I was just like, you know, I was like, lame, you know, we already heard this already. And that's just like, I'll just put a response like that, and I started getting a lot of likes for it, because it's kind of like people are getting to that point. But just call people out. Just be like, you're just looking for attention. Don't even, like, if you're gonna put anything, just put that. But like, hey, we know you're just looking for attention. You know, just call people out on like their bullshit, and it'll start, like, you know, they'll start coming down. But that's my whole video. Like I said it a million times, but I mean, we need to get the point. Stop giving these people your attention. That's what they want. They want your attention. They don't have like lives, man. They don't have lives. They don't like themselves at all. Like, they don't even like themselves. They can't even they can't even be around themselves and listen to their own thoughts, because they'll go crazy. So they want to get like attention from other people. Don't give it to them. Let them go inward, because that's what we all need to do. Let them, ignore them to the point to where they have no choice but to go inward, and they need to confront themselves, because that's what we all kind of need to do, right? Especially nowadays, we're so distracted by everything. We just throw all these things in front of us to distract ourselves from ourselves, and we all really need to go inward, man. So I think that would be the solution. Ignore these people. Don't give them what they want. You know, just let them let them figure out whatever they need to figure out. Because one day, you know, hey, we all get our karma. God's gonna put everybody in a spot where it's like, hey, you can't run no more. Now you are by yourself, and now you have to face all that. But hopefully you enjoy your day, and peace.